Hello. Hello, young lady. Can you hear me? Bike girl, hello, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me all right. Yes, all right. All right, we'll wait till a few more lads get in. Wait till a few more people get in before we start the banter. A premium show lined up for you lot tonight. Oh, I can fucking see the chat. All right, let's pop that out. Yes, all right. So tonight I've worked out a load of stuff to do with my computer, which I'll impress you all with, bore you all with, and then I can actually see the chat in front of me as well, so I don't have to keep looking down at my phone like a spack. So there we go. All right. Who we got in? Just got up, bike girl. It's 11 o'clock in England. You lazy fucker. I mean, if you've been working all night in a hospital saving lives, it's irrelevant. You're still lazy. Who we got? All right. Twerk QT, hello mate. Hello, missed you yesterday. Good to have you on board. How are you, mate? Anyway, been a fucking while since I spoke to you on one of these anyway. You good? We've got a moderator in tonight in case Poo Boy comes back and tries to cover us all in poo again. All right, Poo Boy will get the ban hammer. All right, he'll get the ban hammer shoved up his bumhole. Oh yeah, you can't. Right, that's not my fault, bike girl, that you can't post links in here. That's just they don't allow you to do it in YouTube. I think I'll have a look. Hang on. Yeah, you can't. You can't. D123, mate. How's it going? Yeah, this is my. Well, look. As the apocalypse approaches, we need to be more prepared for war. All right. So, as your leader, I'm just showing that I'm ready to fuck shit up. All right. Just ready. Just ready. Or ready to hide from everyone in a garden centre like a pufter. All right. Who else we got? Who's coming in? We've got 4 people. All right. I've had Microsoft Word open again. All right, I've had that open with a load of things I'm going to talk about, topics. So that's going to start soon once we get some more people in. So for the time being, just you lot talk amongst yourselves about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. And then we'll get cracking on the topics, some excellent topics tonight, which I wrote in the last 6 minutes. Yeah, it's been a while, mate. I looked at my YouTube account yesterday. It's been 21 months since I've done one of these. And the last one I did of these was in Japan. George C. Sean. Yeah. Hey, mate. How are you? Off out on the bike. Where are you going? Gonna get some bog roll and a loaf of bread and some hand sanitizer. I reckon anyone who's got a bike, right, who services their own bike, has probably got stuff that's way stronger than hand sanitizer to spray in their hands. Right, any brake and parts cleaning stuff that has a cancer warning on it, like I've got, will easily sort out any fucking coronavirus that comes near you. All right, spray that on a bat's wings, that bat ain't taking off. Not that I would ever do anything like that. Cruel to animals, but you know what I mean? All right, here we got 7 people, all right. I'll give it, let's say, 4 minutes till 8 and then we can get cracking on the topics. Can you hear me all right tonight? Oh yeah, I've got a new sound set up. I've been working on it for the last 40 minutes. And it's amazing. I'll talk you through it. You'll love it. You will love the plug-in banter. All right. Just a little preview. It involves routing the audio through something first, then into my broadcasting software, then into YouTube. Fuck, I know. A real genius. Bike Girl, T-Lab Titanium Phenom. 27.5 and 29-inch hardtail. How does that work? Is that a smaller wheel on the back and a bigger one on the front? Or is that frame? That's not frame size, is it? How does that work? You got one wheel bigger than the other, have you? Like a penny farthing. The penny farthing of mountain bikes. You'll all be pleased to know that I will be getting into Bike Radar tonight. I had a look at Bike Radar's website and I've decided that they're still shit and there's still a lot of laughable stuff on there to bully. All right? Oh, George, everyone, wait, George just paid me a compliment here. Almost Dura Ace pedal standard. That's fine by me. If I could get everything in my life to be almost Dura Ace pedal standard, fuck me, man, I'd have the best life ever. Yeah? Let me tell you, right? Those Dura Ace pedals I've got, I bought them in 2009 and they're still going, mate. I've never serviced them. 11 years strong. 11 years strong. All right. Unreal. Yeah. So I'll be talking you through the sound tonight. I'll be talking you through what everyone's done. All right. Everyone in the US is still snoozing. Well, that is true, madam. However, there ain't that many people who come on this thing from America. Christopher Moon, he's in America. He's a bit of a warrior though. I reckon he could get up and stay up all night for this. Yeah, Europe's awake and Japan and Asia are awake. South Korea's awake, so old Peter Kim could be along later, maybe. I think the Americans have got their hands full though, really, haven't they? What with having 1 in 4 motherfucking corona cases. WK, all right, mate. How are you? How you been? Christ, man, this is filling up. We're gonna have at least 20 people in here by the end of it. Fuck yeah. Cycling in Japan. All right, mate. All right, mate. It has been a while. How are you? Are you alive? Is everyone in Japan still wearing them shitty masks that don't do anything? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Fuck. I haven't spoke to you for ages, mate. Tell me how you are. How's it going? Still riding, are you? All that? Yeah, man. All right. So we've got 12. Okay, I'm going to get going. All right, got some interesting topics tonight then. I'm going to read you the topics, and we've got, not only do we have topics, but we've got topics and subcategories as well. All right? Good isolating. Cycling in Japan, isolating, yeah? Isolating and wearing a mask. So, how has your life changed in any way in Japan? It hasn't, has it, mate? Has it? Yeah? Big up the 2015, 2016, never going out unless you're riding your bike crew, yeah? In Japan. Unreal. Best days. Right, so the topics are, yeah, we got Australia, coronavirus, bike rumour, bike radar, yeah, and XL. All right, sounds like they're going to be dull. They probably will be quite dull, but I'll try and jazz them up a little bit for you. All right then, so I'm going to talk about Australia first. I live in Australia. I've lived in Australia since September 2018, all right? It feels like yesterday since I moved here, but fuck me, man, looking at the calendar, I'll have done 2 years soon, all right? That's amazing. I've lived in 2 houses. I've had 3 jobs, 4 jobs, kind of. started a little business, done all sorts of shit. So I'm going to talk about Australia from an outside perspective to maybe give you lot, I don't know, a sort of humorous insight into the Australian way of life. All right. Can you lot all still see me, or is this thing dropping out? Let me know. All right. Give us a shout if this thing's still going, because my phone's buffering. We still online? Hi. Hello, Peter. All good? It was all good, is it? All right, cool. Must be just my phone then. Piece of shit. All right. Okay. Right, Australia then. Yeah, I moved to Australia in September 2018, straight from Japan. Living in Australia is not the same as living in Japan, and it's not the same as living in England. It's more similar to England than it is to Japan, obviously, because it basically is like a sort of hot 90s version of living in England. All right, bit lagging. All right, living here is all right though, but it's sort of frustrating at the same time, but sort of good. All right, I'm gonna talk about the things that I get involved in regarding Australia on a daily basis. First of all, we're going to talk about supermarkets. Supermarkets in Australia are quite funny. They don't have a really, really broad range of food compared to Japan. They're probably comparable to England, but the biggest supermarket here is called Woolworths. All right. And as we all know, anyone from England, Woolworths or Woolies, went bankrupt fucking years ago. So I was quite surprised when I got here to see Woolies. There you go. That's as interesting as that gets. It's probably a different company, innit? What I will say though about Australia is they fucking make a good cake. All right, they make a good pastry. Oof, yeah. I've discovered this thing called a berry scroll. Yeah, and berry scrolls are fucking mint. All right, I could eat them a lot. I have been eating them a lot, which is why I'm slightly fatter than I used to be. All right. Yeah. The other supermarket's called Coles. Yep, they only really have two supermarkets. They have Woolies, Coles, and then Aldi. Aldi is like, if you're in Japan, Aldi is like the big A of Australia. It's where the jippos go. And I say that nicely, yeah, because I do like going down Aldi sometimes. But it's where the pikes go, the pikeys. Yep, the people who lay tarmac, the bare knuckle boxers, the thieves, the gypsies, the jippos. It's where they go. All right. And IGA. Well, IGA is more like Spa in England, isn't it? It's like the sort of late night, everyone's drunk going down in the middle of the city sort of shithole, isn't it? Is it? I think. But I'm out. We're out in the countryside, relative countryside. Yeah. So that's it. Audi's all right. Yeah. I got an Audi SIM card for my phone the other day for work, and it was fucking shit trying to get it set up. Fuck me. Yeah. If I was going to say which supermarket is my favourite, probably Woolies, right? Because Coles, I don't know, Woolies feels like halfway between Coles and Aldi, which is how I sort of feel in my life, halfway between being a pikey and a king. The king of the pikeys, maybe. Yeah. So I feel like more of an affinity with Woolies, but Coles is all right. Yeah. Dita, what do you prefer? I'm going to say her answer is Woolies. All right. Well, whichever one's got the cheapest cat food tins in at that point in time is probably her answer. All right. Next topic we're going to talk about Australia is driving. If I could sum up Australian driving in 2 words, it would be fuck me. All right. People who drive in England are spoiled. People who drive in Japan are probably frustrated with how slow it is and stuff, but come to Australia and you take your life in your hands every time you get in a car, and people don't really give a shit, and they're all extremely fucking angry when they're driving in their cars. Something happens to the Aussies when they get in a car. They just go nuts, and they don't care about each other, and they don't care about themselves either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they just go fucking berserk. It's quite funny though. There's quite a big culture here of young lads getting souped up cars and doing fucking donuts and shit, which made me laugh. The tradies, I'll tell you what though, right, David, I reckon the tradies are not the worst offenders here. It's the sort of when you're driving up the road in Australia, up say like a freeway they call them, like a motorway, yeah. And you are obviously I always try and get in a fast lane, right? They all can't be as good at driving as Dita. Dita is the best driver in the world by her own admission. All right. When you're in the fast lane and you get behind a tradie, you know you're going to fucking get to your destination fine, and he'll bully everyone out of the way for you. So if you draft him, that's all good. They can come up behind you a bit hard sometimes, but I don't know, if you're a decent, quick driver, that's not an issue. I find that the people who are the worst offenders are the sort of the officey types who just drive around and they're angry about their lives, and I don't know, they just get fucking livid. Sort of you're sort of 40 to 50 to 60 year old guys who are fucking livid about shit driving around. We've had a few proper run-ins here, which has been amusing. Yeah, driving's good. Other thing as well, the driving test is so phenomenally easy in Australia that they hand out a driving licence to anyone, and I'd say probably most people would perhaps be better off having a bit more training before they were given the keys to a car and then basically just said, yeah, do what the fuck you want, mate. You know, but whatever. What can you do when you need everyone to drive in the country though, eh? Because everything's so fucking far apart. Yeah, that's it. That's me exhausted Australia, really. Supermarkets and driving. Everything else, I don't know, really. We'll get into it another time. So we're gonna do coronavirus now. What's the update then? Let me just have a look at my computer. Right, the death toll is getting quite big, isn't it? Here we go. What is the death toll at the moment? Who's got it? Oh, for a minute there, right, I thought that Johns Hopkins University website had gone white, but it's actually still black, thank fuck. Right, 1,200 people have got it. No, whoa, take that back. 1,200,000 people have now got corona, and nearly 65,000 people are dead. It's still going up. America's the hotbed, Europe's the hotbed, China's the hotbed, the rest of the world's sort of dwindling. Probably because they haven't even tested it yet. Yeah. So it's all going quite well, isn't it? It's all going all right. Video freezes for every 20 seconds. Same. All right. Okay. Let me investigate this. Give me a minute. All right, my Wi-Fi card's all right, so I reckon we are experiencing something called the Australian internet again. All right, so I'm having no dropouts between my machine and the router in the house, so it's going to be from the router out. All right, I can see it buffering on my phone as well. All right, well fuck it. There you go. This webcam. This live stream has been about Australia. The fucking stream's fucked. Is it still buffering? Let me know if it's still buffering, freezing and shit. It's okay, is it? Dita, that might be our internet, you know. WK is saying it's smooth. Let's do a poll here. Can everyone in the chat just say, have you been experiencing any video or audio dropouts, or is it all good? WK is saying good. Bike Girl saying it's good. Twerk QT saying it's fucked. David's saying it's alright. Yeah. Alright. So what's happening here is then, I'll get this off, because I've warmed this fucking room up now. Jonathan, all right, mate. How's it going? It's jittery. All right. Yeah, Peter said it was laggy earlier. I'm warm now. Okay, right. Okay. So what the issue we're having here is that Australian internet is fucking shit. Yep. You're now experiencing what happens. They can't hack it. Do you want me to keep going, or should we just cut it off and do it another day when it's not so bad? Dita, are you watching Netflix? Because if you are, can you stop it? Or you carry on watching Netflix and I'll do this later. Simon 33, you can't handle the truth 33. That is some fucking username, mate. That is some fucking username. You've got the greatest username. Simon 33, you can't handle the truth 33. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what, fuck you. Audio's fine. Alright, cool. We don't need, just imagine I'm here. Yeah. Imagine me. What I might do is I might take all my clothes off, because thinking that the video's frozen, and then all of a sudden the video comes back and there's my cock. That's what I might do. For all you lads. Alright. Then I'll be able to blame the Australian internet. There we go. Where was I? Oh, yeah. All right. So what's been happening in Corona news? Let's have a look then. I'm going to look at the last, say, few hours of Corona, and we'll analyse it together. The UK Health Minister has banned sunbathing. All right. I'm not sure why. I'm not going to read the article. All right. All right, I'm going to try and invent what the story is. They've banned sunbathing in the UK because I don't know. I'm going to read the article. I can't think of anything funny because it's not even that fucking funny, is it? Really? They've banned sunbathing. Because loads of people go out together. And they don't want anyone to do that. That's pretty boring, isn't it? The first confirmed case of coronavirus in the South Sudan has been reported. Now, some people have been saying that that Africa's escaped this so far because, various reasons. The Africans are not going to escape this, mate. And as soon as they get it, they're fucked. Yeah, that's going to wipe that fucking place hard. All right. Yeah, it promotes enjoyment. Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't want anyone to be enjoying anything at the moment. Yeah. Oof. Adrenochrome. Yeah. Bye, girl. Tell us about the PPE, the protective something equipment. Yeah, personal protective equipment. Is that what it is? Yep. What is it? What are they issuing in hospitals over there in the UK? What have they got you donning? What is it? The Tokyo governor, the Tokyo governor's basically just saying, it looks like it might be getting quite bad soon. Yeah, no fucking shit, love. No shit. Yeah, Jonathan, Africa. I think Africa will run out of food next year. Plus, there are large areas of Africa, I believe, which are supported by aid from the West during certain times, and I think that with the decimation of the Western economies during this episode, it might be that they won't be able to provide as much aid and so on, or engage in as much business and so on, so they'll suffer there by association. Dita there is referring to Socks, which is one of our cats, and he looks like a pastry scroll, which is funny because he's literally as big as Mike Tyson. So if you did eat said pastry scroll, you might die of some sort of diabetic shock, or at the very least make your chances of getting some sort of severe lung reaction. Cycling Japan. I actually said it the other day from Corona. Yeah. Are there any old people in Africa? Yeah. No, I think their life expectancy is much lower, isn't it? So weirdly, in that sense, they might escape the corona holocaust of the old. In that sense, yeah, that's a good point. Sorry, I just rocked my camera over my foot. Oh yeah, yesterday on the live stream, you may have noticed around 50 minutes towards the end, the camera started rocking from side to side. I'll tell you why that happened. That's because Dita decided she needed to go for a poo, right? And then stomped past the door, and our wooden floorboards moved slightly, probably because of the weight of the poo in her butt that needed to come out. And then she went to the toilet, came out, and the camera rocked while she walked past the door. On the way back, it didn't rock, so that the poo that she emitted from her butt must have been fucking massive. Yeah, so there you go. All right, so it's a crappy surgical mask, is it? What's BiPAP? What's BiPAP? That sounds like a brand of bike packing cargo short. Biker, you're too technical for us. You're saying a lot of FP3, sounds like a Pinarello. A builder's mask, it sounds like a euphemism for a fat gay sitting on your face in a dirty public toilet. 5 minutes, that just sounds like 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what a BiPAP is. BiPAP is forced ventilation. All right. But a BiPAP, again, sounds like something that the lads on Grindr would be getting up to. Forced ventilation, was that when a fat builder sits on your face in a public toilet and does a fart for some weird gay kink? I don't know. It's not my world. Yeah. Who is into this whole adrenochrome thing? We've been talking about that here. We found that quite amusing. Yeah. I did mention it yesterday a little bit regarding Jimmy Savile. All right. May he burn in hell. But yeah, it seems to be that people have latched onto this and all the nutters are going on about it at the moment. Yeah. Imagine if it all was true. Imagine if every conspiracy in the world turned out to actually be true. Oh, I'm seeing fucking all sorts of frame dropouts here. I'm gonna have to go lower frame. For tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Oils, that's a great... The adrenochrome patent expired last week. So you're going to see these fake adrenochrome companies popping up where they're claiming that their adrenochrome is like aerodynamic and saves you 7 watts. But actually it's just some sort of generic... I'm going to tell you what I've just done there. I fucking did. I know. I shouldn't laugh, but it is funny. All right. Yeah, so you can see all these fake adrenochrome companies popping up. Yeah. D123, please don't think that it's in any way true. And if I've introduced you to this and you get obsessed with it, I do apologise to you and your loved ones because it will make you a nutter. What was I going to talk about? What's adrenochrome? No. Tell her what adrenochrome is. Yeah, you're a nurse, man. Bike girl too, you're a nurse, you should know what adrenochrome is because it's real. Yeah. Child blood, yeah. They're claiming that nutters are claiming that celebrities are some sort of chemical from children to get high on. Yeah, I know. Probable. So are there any audio nerds in the chat? Or oils. Someone's not going to be happy about that. Someone is not going to be happy about that. Someone's not going to be happy about what you just said. You've put Madonna and Jimmy Savile in the same sentence. So you're saying that Madonna is essentially the same as Jimmy Savile. Yeah. Plus, none of them... We had this conversation yesterday on the way to a garden centre. none of them look young anyway, right? No, there's no one who's really got the sort of Dorian Gray thing going on, right? Apart from me, I'm actually 700. Yeah. So that's why I'm so wise in some ways. Yeah, wise beyond my years, my apparent years. But the irony is, I am 700, right? And I'm a vampire. So in fact, right, I might appear wise for my years I might appear wise for being 40, but for a 700-year-old vampire, I'm very immature. Yeah. Cycling in Japan. I'm sure Dita will be able to talk to you about Madonna's new boyfriend. Yep. She's a bit of a fan of Madonna. She knows a bit about her. Eat plants. Ash, do you want to talk about my little audio setup? We'll talk about that while they talk about adrenochrome. Oh, fucking oi. Cycling in Japan, mate. You have unlocked Pandora's box there, my friend. Pandora's box. Yep. Yeah. Pandora's dusty old 61-year-old box has just been unlocked. Yeah. How do I deal with UV degradation over 700 years? I'm a vampire, mate. I only go out at night. Think about it. Yeah. Madonna is weird, isn't she? Yeah. Anyway, even though he's not listening or he's not replying, all right, I'm going to talk to Eat Plants now about my audio setup, and if anyone else wants to listen and go, oh, that is clever, that'd be great. So I listened to my podcast again that I did yesterday, like a narcissist in the living room with my girlfriend. Then I decided the audio was the vocals were too low, all right, and I was like, well, you can't really turn them up, can you, when you're just live streaming? So I thought, hang on a minute, I wonder if XSplit Broadcaster has plugins. So I googled it. They don't, because they're fucking shit cunts, right? Then I thought, hang on a minute. Can I route the audio through a sequencer and then route that audio out of the sequencer into XSplit and then from XSplit into YouTube? I tried it. Yes, it is possible, right? So here is my channel strip that I've made myself. So I loaded Ableton up, all right? I set the audio driver in Ableton to ASIO, so it could take the microphone in with very low latency from my Tascam US 2x2, right? And then I put are you ready for this, boys and two girls? A Waves CLA 7.5 mono compressor set to neutral just to add a bit of tonal flavour. Yeah, I know, clever. And then I added a built-in stock Ableton glue compressor with a threshold set so it's knocking about 5 decibels of compression on there, because I have a tendency to go in and out like that. Yep. And then I did some makeup gain at about 4 decibels, left the other settings neutral. Then, just to sort of keep things nice and fresh so there's no boominess, cut the bottom end off, mate, with an auto filter. Then all that is routed straight into the XSplit. So there you go. What do you all think to that? Clever, isn't it? It's clever. It's clever. That's right, it's clever. So just type in clever and press enter, and then that will be the right answer. Yeah. What time is it? All right. Oh, I can hear the door opening. I think Dee's. Dee's just shoved a note in the door. Right, did you see what I was wearing on my bottom half then? This is my girlfriend's Garfield pyjamas. I think she heard the bit about her having a shit, all right, or the Madonna bit. So she just walked up to me and given me this note. Under the door. So that's that's that really. That's that. Let me just get back. The least gothic pyjama pants ever. Yeah. Which oils, that makes them the most gothic, if you really think about it. Right? Because it's like, you know, fascism. All right? And you know, fascism is extreme right-wing political ideology. And then you have the Russians, all right? The socialists of the Russians are on the other end, the extreme left, aren't they? All right. But really, when you get to those two extremes, they all sort of take on those two extremes. They all take on similar ideologies, similar extremism. So my extremely ungothic pajama pants are so ungothic. They've gone all the way around the fucking back and become gothic. That's why. All right. That's why I'm wearing them. Does that make sense? All right. So they're essentially the same. Yeah, exactly. Communism and fascism, extreme communism, extreme fascism, they all end up doing the same sort of thing. So, yeah. Cloven hooves. I nearly had a cloven moose hoof on the front of my shorts, but my pyjama pants, but they weren't pulled up that hard, luckily. Yeah. Let's get back to the really important questions. Tascam or Focusrite, which one sounds better? Well, the true answer there, WK, is neither. Emu sounds the best, and I used to have an Emu 1616M audio interface, but unfortunately Emu stopped making shit, went bust or something, and then I had to not use it. That was a fucking sad day that I had to just bin that, right? I couldn't find anyone that could sell me the interface to go to a, what was it? I had the laptop one with a little laptop PCMCIA card straight from the breakout box. I couldn't find anyone who had the PCIe thing to go into a desktop. No fucker had it. They didn't update the drivers, it was gone. But that thing had the absolute best preamps, the best sound, best root-in software. It was fucking amazing. So that's your answer. Yeah. I think that's a first. I think that's a first on my live streams. It's my first. I mean, this is the first on a live stream, and this is a first for me in my life in general. This is the first love letter I've ever received. That's the first and only love letter I'm ever going to receive in my life. All right. So I will be hanging myself tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Fucking eat plants, man. I explained that in a lot of detail for you. You're not even here. No, you're not even here to listen. It's unbelievable. Things you do. Yeah. Has anyone seen the film The Witch with Black Phillip? Have you seen that? Have you seen that? Black Phillip's one of the best characters ever. Yep. What dost thou want? It's all that, innit? Yeah. Black Phillip's amazing. I might do an ASMR video of just me talking like Black Phillip for a bit. Yep. Fucking good. I will guide thy hand. It's all that shit. It's all that. Anyway, so we've done my amazing audio setup. All right. No. Oils just says no. Fair enough. We've done my amazing audio setup. We've done my gothic pajama pants. We've done Dieter's emergency evacuation and weight loss system, i.e. doing a poo. Oh, yeah. All right. I think most modern people have ADHD, don't they? I tell you what, right? Why is there only 2 chocolate mint biscuits left? Because you ate them all, right? Not me. Not me. Dark Russell. Dark Russell. That could be my grinder name. Yeah. So we've done my amazing computer setup that is genius. We've done the shit internet. We're going to get into bike fucking rumour. Let's do bike rumour. Let me get it up. Bike rumour, not my penis. All right, here we go. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll through the front page of bike rumour. I'm going to look at stuff and I'm going to just sigh. Okay, so let's look at bike rumour. We've known this for a long time, but everything that's ever going to be said about bikes has been said. All right, they never managed to get to what hi-fi levels of amazingness, and everything that's ever been said has been done. Every review that's going to be done, every instruction is going to be done, everything's been done. It was only the fucking mid-90s. People seem to forget that mountain bike in UK was around since like the late 80s. They had everything done. They were running out of ideas in 1994. All right, so let's look at the front page of Bike Rumour. The first thing I see is how to fix a puncture. Video and easy step-by-step guide with tips. How to fix a fucking puncture. I mean, fuck me. Next one. 7 tips to get the most out of your smart trainer. You know, why would you need tips on how to just do what is, just ride your bike, mate? Exclusive. All right, they're claiming exclusivity here. Understanding an unusual Shimano crank failure. Well, that's not exclusive to them, is it? Anyone with an ounce of engineering knowledge could look at it and go, oh, well, more stress than was designed for it to handle went through there. That's why it broke. There you go. Bike of the year. Bike of the year. All right. Bike of the year. Extremely boring. Over the past 6 months, our expert team of testers have been putting the most innovative, exciting and popular bikes. Oh yeah, I do need to pay respects to my old Garmin. There's nothing innovative in bikes anymore. Well, there hasn't been for fucking years. Discs are the last thing in it, but they were done in mountain bikes. There you go. All right. Bike of the week. Wait, here's some really exciting news on Bike Radar. Zip announces new aero extensions. They've made a tube that you can put on your handlebar and hold like that. There you go. Jonathan, you're absolutely right, mate. The automobile and the bike industry have reached their peaks. They have. Have you noticed that nothing's really happened to car engines for really for ages? It's all the interior. Until electric cars come along, it's just all interiors that they're just charging you fuckloads for. You know, snazzy sound systems and parking cameras and shit. Alternate race program. Sounds a bit like something Hitler would be involved in. Scrolling down. First ride review. Canyon Neuron. 4 out of 5 stars. All right. That is true. Yeah. I think what Dieter is trying to say is that it hasn't peaked until she's able to consume fizzy drinks on a drip. Yeah, Peter, it's fucking shit. It's shit. Oils, that is funny. Yeah. That'll teach him a lesson, won't it? Yeah. All right. I thought that looking at Bike Radar and reading out things on the front would trigger me into, you know, saying some funny things, but it's just made me, it's made me feel dull, right? It's made me feel sort of dull and a bit depressed. Yeah, Junison, is that right, is it, mate? So you work in the automobile industry and then it's just gadgets and shit. So you're just sort of like adding glitter to what is the essential thing's been done. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Same with bikes, isn't it? Same with anything. It's like smartphones haven't really got that much fucking better in the last 3 years, have they? 4 years? That's peaked. Wi-Fi is going to get updated soon, isn't it, to the next Wi-Fi 5, whatever the fuck it is. And then, what's that? Bit quicker. Still don't make fuck all difference when your cunt provider can't keep you online and keep you not buffering for ages. All right. Well, all right. SC, there's room for improvement in how they actually make the fucking things. Sure. There's room for improvement in how they like don't spastic up the materials they're handed. Yeah, sure. There's room for improvement in their production line. Absolutely. But that shouldn't be of the consumer's concern, should it? That should already be done. Yeah. Yeah. He could make a good frame, I reckon. I honestly thought about making a frame once and I was like, can't be bothered. There you go. Cars did peak with the VW 2014 Tiguan turbo diesel injection Pacific model. To be specific, Dieter, the white one. All right. Would you lot like to hear a story about a gearbox in a VW Tiguan needing to be changed? That's the story. There you go. And the gearbox did get changed, and then that's it. All right. Simon 33, you can't handle the truth 33. I don't understand what you've just written. Have any of you read the website called TimeCube? Right, that was the first sort of real nutcase load of semi-incomprehensible gobbledygook that was on the internet. I'm not calling you a lunatic or a nutcase, Simon 33, you can't handle the truth 33, but your comment just read like that website. DSG, that's right, we had the oils. DSG was replaced, then the gearbox replaced. All right? Yeah. And I reckon what happened is the DSG completely fucked up, which meant that when you changed from fourth to fifth gear, the whole engine just went crack and the car stopped. And because the gears were engaging so fucking viciously together, not meshing, it probably chipped the fuck out of the gears, which meant they had to then replace the gearbox. But they refused to acknowledge it for ages, and eventually they did. Blah, blah, blah. So there you go. Yeah. Well done, Oils, for that, figuring that one out. It was the DSG, what's it called? I don't even know what it means. Dick shit gash. What's on my list as well I've been going to do? Shall I say that again? What's on my list that I'm been gonna do? Let's try that again. Gearboxes on bikes. I used to be a member of a bike forum a while back, which will remain unnamed. There was a guy there who had a Shimano Nexus hub that was just constantly having issues with. So I sort of see him as unnecessary, really, and a pain in the arse. I mean, why would you need it? Unless you environmentally need it. But I mean, who the fuck's riding in that sort of environment anyway, where you can't? I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't seem right. And e-bikes as well can basically just get fucked. Yeah. All right. There was one thing. As well as doing this live streaming, because I'm spending an inordinate amount of time at home, as usual. I was thinking about doing a little side thing where I do a live stream where instead of me having my face here and talking, I have Excel on the screen, because I'm fucking good at Excel. And anyone who would like to learn anything about Excel can come in there and we can just talk about it together, and I'll just show you how to do it. And I'll do like from beginners up to experts, including things like pivot tables and Visual Basic for applications and all that shit. And I thought I could also, like, seeing as like a lot of people are going to be out of work and need some more skills to get jobs, I thought I could teach you all, not you all, anyone who needs to know what you actually need to know for most jobs in Excel, rather than like the beginner's lessons, which waste your fucking time trying to learn all this stuff that you will never need. To summarise, if you want to get a job in Excel, all you need to know is the shortcuts, a real basic selection of functions. You need VLOOKUP. You can use index match if you want. You need to know pivot tables, which is fucking easy. It sounds scary, it's easy. And you just need to know how to sort of improvise by putting functions within functions and working things out like that. That's all you need. All right. Yeah. Simon 33, you can't handle the truth 33. I like for most people on this channel, I sort of abbreviate their usernames because it makes it easy for me to say it. I like reading yours out in total because it makes me laugh. So cheers for that. Martine law system that rules the world. Is this a little bit conspiracy theory, mate, or is this a thing? Either way, keep chatting. It's all good. Yeah. So if anyone would like to know more about Excel, just fucking hit me up, mate. I'll show you. We could even do a little fruity Zoom meeting, as long as you promise not to show me your penis. All right. It's not chat roulette. All right. Right, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm fucking dying for a piss. So I'm going to wrap it up tonight here. Then I can carry this on tomorrow if you want. Do it on tomorrow night. Up to you. I've got to work tomorrow in the day. That'll be until like 5:30 or something. But yeah, happy to do one of these tomorrow night if you want. So yeah, I'll let you know. So that's it then. Cheers for that. I'm a little bit annoyed that Pooh Boy didn't turn up again. I told Dita about him and she laughed quite a bit. So yeah. Right then, everyone stay safe, don't die. Try not to get too fat before tomorrow. And then, yeah, that'll be it. So, cheers everyone.